How's it going, everyone? My name is Data, and welcome to the Anime Arc Podcast. I am 1/4 your host, and we are 1/3 your host, and we are joined here by Kento.
Hello, hello.
You know him as Kentaku, but we also have Havoc.
What's cracking?
Ha! Yes. So we have a lot to talk about today, but first we have a couple announcements.
Yes.
Yes. First off, me and Kento are actually going to go on a challenge. We're going to see who can learn the most Japanese by the end of the year, and we're going to take a test.
Yes.
All right, he's staring me down. You can't see me, but I'm staring him down.
Oh gosh, I feel intimidated. No, I'm hyped for this. I have been looking for a good reason to relearn Japanese for the longest time, so I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna challenge somebody. I was hoping Havoc would do it too, but Havoc was
too
like,
much on his plate.
Now, I would like to do it too because, of course, watch a lot of anime. It'd be good not to read it and miss some action.
That's what everybody says. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I can't really get behind a bunch of dubs, honestly. There's some good dubs, but not that many. So like, I guess it'd be nice.
Already had the sub and dub argument, and we've actually seen eye to eye on the topic.
What was the opinion?
We feel it's situational.
Yeah, it's definitely situational. Like, there's some anime with really good dubs.
Well, it's more like, do I have time to sit down and do 100% focus and read it? Or is it something that I can work on another project at the same time as listening?
Yeah, it's one of those things for me where it's like, I probably can't watch the Monogatari series dubbed or subbed. It's that's too much.
And I cannot watch Dragon Ball Z sub. I cannot handle the voice.
I don't mind Goku's voice in
I can't do it.
Dragon Ball.
I can't. No. But that's not the only announcement we have. We're also going to see who can watch the most anime at the end of the year. So I assume we're going to do like video count or series count. How do you want to go about that?
So what it's going to be?
I think it ought to be series.
Yeah, so whoever can watch, starting now, we're not using our old anime list or whatever. We're gonna start now, and
we're ignoring whatever's currently airing that we're watching.
Does that so we can't add God of High School?
We can't add God of High School. We can't.
Okay.
So if there's a series that we're currently watching or we've talked about in the last couple of episodes,
okay,
due to whatever fact, we cannot continue with it.
I already have my first two anime planned that I'm going to be watching, so I know what I got coming up soon.
That's cool. I can search by episode count, find animes that are no longer ongoing.
It's going to be, yeah, no, it's going to be series based and stuff, or season based. How about season based?
Season based.
Okay. So every season that you watch.
Yeah, because one season's like 12 to 24 episodes. And just watching a bunch of 12 episode series is a bit cheaty.
Yeah.
A 24-hour shift coming up.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, it's not very fair of you, but do any of you guys have any like planned anime that you guys are going to be starting because of this one?
Every harem episode, every harem I can find in on Crunchyroll.
Oh man, you should watch Negima.
No, I don't like it.
All right. It's so Negi Magister. I don't remember the Japanese name. It's super long, but it was I watched it 10 years ago, and it was like my first like non-traditional Americanized anime. So yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed it.
Oh my god, there's so many. Actually, there's not.
I'm going to be starting Decadence this week.
I need to. I finally seen something related on that. It looks interesting.
It looks so interesting and stuff.
There's not as many harem shows on Crunchyroll as I thought there would be.
You don't have like Funimation or Netflix or anything?
I do.
Yeah, because I have like everything that has anime on it, honestly.
I've got Crunchyroll, I got Amazon Prime, and I have Netflix and Hulu.
You should get Verve. Verve would be a good addition. It's $10 and it gets you Funimation, Crunchyroll and one other anime streaming site. I can't remember the name of it. It's not like
Wasn't it Rooster Teeth or something?
No, Rooster Teeth isn't an anime site.
Yes, it is.
No,
Yeah, I
is
watched
it?
Ruby from them.
Ruby is an anime.
Ruby is not an anime.
It is an anime.
I don't think it is.
It's an
It's
anime.
an animation. Is it?
It's an
like, from Japan?
animation.
No,
It-
but
it-
it is classified as an anime.
Is it classified as an anime?
Yes, it is classified as an anime.
I don't think it is.
It is classified as an
By
anime.
definition, is an anime Japanese cartoon. If it's not from Japan, is it anime at all? Is Avatar anime?
I mean, like, if you look at, like, Little Witch Academia, is that really considered an anime because it wasn't made in Japan?
Okay, well, you can say the same thing about any Korean animes currently airing.
Is that God
That's
of
a
High
good
School?
argument.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So anything,
Yeah.
like, any webtoons are Korean, aren't they? Like, Tower of God, God of High School.
Yeah, they are Korean
Those are-
animation
Classified them
studios.
as anime?
They're called...
Yes, they're classified as anime, even though they are Korean animations.
I mean, like, they're called manhwas. They're not, like, they are.
No one's gonna use that word. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. The art is so distinct to Japanese that
I will
everyone's
say,
just gonna say anime.
the art and stuff in, like, Tower of God and God of High School and stuff is really nice. I will say, like, it's very sharp and crisp, which I can definitely
Anime, a
appreciate.
style of Japanese film and television anime
Japanese
animations. A style.
Okay.
You look, if you want to harp on one word, you got to harp on the other one. Words mean things, Kanto.
That's a different definition than what I've heard. But I'll go with it.
This is the Webster definition.
Oh, can you look up the definition for what defines a sandwich? Because from what I've heard, it's like a chicken wing is considered a sandwich. So I can't accept that.
Yeah, it is.
Like a fried chicken wing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's between bread? Because it's breaded?
It's a protein
Yes.
between bread, yes.
That's
Yeah.
so weird. I had a really good sandwich. Have you guys ever had one of those sandwiches where, like, you buy it and you eat it and, like, the world just opens up to you? Like, it's just like...
I bet that's not all of them. Never mind.
I have not had a sandwich there.
I'm leaving. I'm done.
No,
I've had it. No.
Bye, Kanto.
Well, despite all that, I still have one more announcement.
What's up?
This one's more or less for me, and I'm sad. One Piece, my favorite anime, Oda, the creator of it, has decided it needs to be finished within the next 5 years, and I'm so sad.
Havoc's celebrating about this.
Stop it! No!
Yes.
Yes. Like,
Yes.
I feel like we're gonna be at a convention one day where the three of us finally meet up, and like it's gonna be the day that One Piece ends, and Havoc's just gonna be dancing over Data, who's like in a fetal position on the floor.
It's like, leave me alone. I'm covered up in a blanket of the Jolly Roger flags.
I'm fine. It's fine. I'm
So
okay.
excited.
Dad is
Oh, I'm
gonna be
gonna
at
be so sad for
Dad
that
is
day.
gonna be at work having withdrawal symptoms and stuff. I can't. I'm okay.
Which my place of work is going to be very bad.
Havoc's finally gonna be able to catch up and be done with it.
Are you actually
In
watching
5
it?
years.
Yes.
I'm not.
More or less, just tell me what's happened.
Reindeer.
Gotcha, Chopper. You're at Drum
Yeah.
Island.
Yes.
Like the first time Chopper comes up?
Yes.
I've watched in and out of One Piece when I was a kid, so like
I gotta say, the anime version of Drum Island is a lot better than the manga, because the doctor with the like 4-way hairstyle, I forgot his name. In the manga, he was more of a crook, but you get more of the sympathetic side in the anime, and that was just such a huge comparison.
Oh wow.
Like, it completely missed the mark. So if you've read the manga, it looks like they want you to have sympathy for this person whenever events happen, but you just don't, because he's such a bad guy. The first time you see him, he essentially is robbing people, and he's faking himself as a doctor. But in the anime itself, he's actually trying to treat people despite him not being a doctor. But there's not enough doctors, and so he tries to help out where he can, kind of thing.
Interesting.
It's just such a backwards comparison from the manga and anime. It's interesting.
I got you. Huh. Well, 5 years from now, you'll be able to binge it all, watching it, without having to worry about a new episode coming out, Data. How you feel?
Buy a box set or something.
Oh,
He's
no.
gonna buy the full, whatever the latest version of Blu-ray.
His office, when he finally gets like a office, like a full-on office, he's like, it's just all just One Piece and stuff when he's finally doing face cam.
I have a straw hat.
Yeah, I know, right?
I almost bought Itachi's hat
He's got like a
on
devil.
Amazon.
Itachi doesn't have a hat.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't. Oh,
His
yeah,
first
okay,
appearance.
I know what you're
His
talking about.
first
Yeah.
appearance.
You're talking about a rice hat.
Yes.
You could have just said a rice hat.
Is that what they're called?
A rice cap, yeah.
Okay, cool. But we're actually jumping ahead.
Are we?
Yeah, we've already started on topics. We
Oh,
haven't
man.
actually- well, prior to 10 minutes ago, how's everyone doing?
I've been busy. I'm not enjoying work.
I am still in the process of moving, so
You're getting
And then
some
do-
progress.
And then to clarify something from last week's podcast, I've seen the beginning of it. I haven't finished it. Havoc, I don't own a phone in general.
oh, I thought you had a.
I
flip phone.
told you so!
And Kento, I wasn't getting a phone.
No, I knew that. I was excited that you were getting a car.
Yeah, I bought a car. And now I'm having trouble with my apartments, thinking it's condemned because I haven't got a tag yet. Because thanks to Corona, I have to make an appointment for everything at the DMV. So I'm all over the place.
That's crazy.
The Rona's getting them.
Oh, it's awful.
I can't.
Oh. I'm honestly waiting on the second wave to hit.
I mean, you guys are being hit by a second wave right now, aren't you?
There's a thought that we're getting into the second wave because we are seeing an up spike, but I'm ready for the full-on wave to where I can go into work.
Just the easy days again.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go back to gaming content once you do that?
I never left gaming content. The only reason stuff isn't going up is because of work and the move.
Okay, fair enough.
What is addressed in the vlog that will be going up soon.
That has not gone up yet. That is not gaming
No.
content. No.
Speaking of hey, if you want to talk about gaming content, when was the last time you posted a gaming video?
I have a gaming video actually coming up next week. It's going to be a May recap.
But that's next week.
Well, actually tomorrow.
That's next week.
But that's tomorrow.
I need to ask Liam about his music rates.
I also want to make a video because honestly, like, I'm definitely did not enjoy gaming content as much as I am enjoying making anime content. So I've been really thinking about making the anime channel, this channel, like my main channel for videos coming forward.
All right, I can see that.
Because I've really been I'm gonna keep making gaming content, but it's not gonna be like daily, like I was attempting before. I'll probably do like 2 videos a week or something on there.
That's fine. I thought you were talking about like completely letting it die for a second there, and I was like,
Like, one
I'm gonna
video a
murder
month.
you.
Yeah,
Just
I
to-
know. I pulled
to
you back into
require it.
YouTube, Havoc, and then
Hey, come here. I need a break.
yeah. You can have my channel if I leave it, Havoc.
No.
What's
I'll
up?
take your subs.
I know.
Just divided between both of us.
Yeah, I know, right? So I'm just like assigning my different subscribers to different people. You can go to Havoc. You can go to Data. that would be pretty eventful.
What a
But yeah.
shameless bag.
I'm yeah, I know, right? No, I'm hoping that we go into a second wave, honestly. like soon, because like I don't know.
But
As soon as we get out of the second wave is as soon as I can move to Germany. That's like my thought process. I just want to
the
get.
Germans, the Germans don't want you.
I just want to get to Germany.
The Germans don't want you.
I know, right? Never have, never will. No, they got enough Americans with you. No.
Rocking the Disney shirt.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, my almost see-through Disney shirt.
I like how he's like getting self-conscious as soon as he says that.
No, I mean I was showing off. Like,
Oh, okay. I thought you were like covering up your chest and stuff. I was like, oh.
That is very translucent.
Yeah, like it's almost a sheer shirt at this point. I've had this shirt for like 7 or 8 years now. But it's perfect right now because it's so hot outside that I don't want to wear a normal shirt.
That makes sense. Yeah, you guys have been going through a heat wave.
Yeah.
God.
And I'm in the process of moving in this heat wave.
It's been like 95 here, and I am not a heat type of person.
I love heat. I love
See,
heat.
it's like
You see,
98.
I'm
We haven't hit triple digits yet.
Netherlands has hit triple digits, though, I think.
Yeah, I think they did. But we haven't. But with no air conditioning.
That's the thing that you guys lack, I'm surprised, like, Germany doesn't have.
Yeah. I'm amazed by, like, I understand, like, the eco-consciousness of it. Like, why they don't want it.
Wait, why don't they?
Because it burns so much power.
Oh, okay.
So that's the reason they don't have it. But in the same regard, there is a windmill every like quarter mile, it feels like.
I didn't see
When I'm
that
driving
many.
to other
I didn't see
where
that.
I am.
Oh, okay.
Where I am.
Yeah, I stayed
It's
in
like
the
every
city.
quarter mile.
That's fair enough.
And it's like how y'all complain about power, but there's so many ways that y'all make power.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Huh.
And like there's solar panels all around post on buildings.
That makes sense.
I mean, there are days of the year where we get sun for from like midnight to like the sun goes down at midnight and comes up at 3.
In Germany?
Yes.
What?
Yes. Well, I might be slightly exaggerating.
You okay? Are you
I'm trying to say
okay?
the word. I'm trying to say the word. Exaggerating.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of the time. It feels like it's 11. Because I know I go to bed at 10 o'clock, and I've gone to bed with the sun still up. And I've woken up for PT at 5:30 with the sun up.
That's so weird. I can't imagine like sleeping. Actually, that's weird. I can't imagine sleeping because I don't sleep until the sun's up. Because 7, I don't get home till 7.
So yeah, like that's a constant, and I hate it.
That sounds frustrating.
And then you get into the winter time when I leave work. I go to work in the morning, do PT, get off of PT, get back into work, and the sun is finally rising. And then it's setting by the time I'm leaving work. So I don't like it.
I remember that happening once when I was working at my old job and stuff, and it was the most depressing thing.
It's depressing in the military.
I believe it. So what have you guys been up to this week, though? Besides moving
And getting a car.
and getting a car. I got a new hoodie. This is like my new favorite hoodie. Like legit my new
Man.
favorite hoodie. This is so comfortable! Okay, this
I went to
hoodie...
do certifications. That's about it.
Oh, I went to my first anime store.
Go on.
First actual anime store. It was really cool. It was like an hour. It was an hour out, like an hour and a half out from my house, or whatever. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. and I paid about $150 in anime merch for my background and stuff. I got that Made in Abyss thing. What's it called? Wall scroll. I got a little. Hold on, let me pull it. Come on. I got Megumin.
Oh, I thought it was just a head. She's laying down.
Yeah, no, it's just regular.
Okay.
Actually, can I do it? Can
Yes. Yes.
There we go. And then, as well as that, I got a bunch of other like wall scrolls, and I got this Negama. So, and
I
it
used
stands
to have a
up.
manga collection.
I don't have a manga.
All
collection.
my manga was Naruto.
Same
Mine
here.
was too.
Same here. This is my
And
first.
like maybe 2 things of Bleach.
This is I have this and Noragami, the first volume for Noragami, and that's about it.
I had maybe the first 54 volumes of the Naruto series, plus
Yeah.
like 30 other different mangas. I forgot them. I kind of like bought them as a bulk deal for
Yeah.
$20 at a yard sale. And eventually, whenever I moved from West Virginia to here in North Carolina, I left them all behind.
Oh
'Cause
no!
I had to carry very minimalistically.
Oh, wow.
'Cause it was like a sudden move kind of thing. I had 5 roommates. We were it was a very poor economy up there, so we were all like splitting the rent and all that. And one went into the military, and another decided to move back in with their parents to save money. And so it was just 3 of us who couldn't keep up, and so we moved, carried what we could, because we all lived in a room together at a family member of mine's house.
Huh?
Yeah, so I had to leave them behind.
Oh, that sucks.
It's fine. I never read them. More or less, I used them as like references for art style.
That's fair enough. My what is it? My Naruto collection lasted all the way up until just after during the Chunin exams, when after Naruto beat Neji, and then after that, that's when my Naruto manga collection stopped.
I read that chapter in the old Shonen Jump books.
I did too. I remember. Oh, I missed Shonen Jump. I think it's still going on, but like I just haven't like
How did
gotten
this continue in
Shonen.
America?
Did they?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I believe so.
Yeah, because I always went to the 7-Eleven after school. This is when I lived in Washington, D.C. This was
This man's lived everywhere.
yeah, this is pre 9/11.
Oh really?
Yeah, I lived so close to school. I'd walk home, and along the way was a 7-Eleven that sold them, and so I bought it every month.
Oh wow.
I had all the manga books. I have all the manga of Naruto up till 72.
Did you guys ever like have like anime friends to talk to?
A
I'm trying to
few,
think on that.
a few,
like,
but
that-
not really.
Not really.
Not like we would talk about popular anime.
Such an introvert culture. I don't think I ever
Yeah.
did.
I think the only one that I really talked about was Pokemon with people.
Yeah,
And
I guess I
then-
may have.
Yeah, I don't think I really, because back in when I was like in school and stuff, we had the shows Zatch Bell, Mayor, and Bobo 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 Bo, and nobody really cared for those ones. So like,
I didn't mind Zatch Bell. It was just something to watch, just to wait for the next show to come on.
I liked Zatch Bell, and then Mayor. I still wish people. Oh my gosh, I haven't
I've
watched.
never seen it.
Okay, so for clarification, I just had to look it up because I was like, I don't think I bought any manga after Naruto Volume 72, but I don't remember reading it.
Yeah.
Now I know why I don't remember reading it, because I bought it while I was in the military, and I had it shipped to my mom's house because it is the final book of the manga.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh
Volume
wow.
72 is the end of Naruto.
Is this just after he fights Sasuke, or is this further?
This is, I think it's filler.
Even manga has filler?
Yes,
I don't think manga.
in some
needs,
cases.
I don't think manga needs filler.
What people think is filler in Naruto
Naruto has a bunch of like filler that's actually world building.
Yes.
Like that's the one thing that I can appreciate about it, because like
unlike One Piece that just has filler for filler's sake.
yeah, well
Yeah, I agree with that actually.
I think the one thing that really bothered me in Naruto wasn't so much the filler as it was seeing the exact same flashback 20 times in one episode.
Yeah.
That really, really annoyed me. Like, so much. Like, this was
Things that annoy me with
Shippuden.
fillers.
What's up?
Oh, sorry, go on. I was interrupting.
No, I was just saying, this was Shippuden. I don't think Naruto actually did it. Anyways, what were you saying, Dana?
Two types of fillers I hate. One example is like whenever something happens, and then in the same episode they're having a flashback of that same thing that just happened.
Yeah.
It's like that's one thing I hate. And then like situations like One Piece, whenever you get into Robin's arc, whenever she's on her way for execution, if you ever get that far.
Yeah.
11 or 12 episodes, half the episode is the same beginning for every one of them.
Are you serious?
I am not kidding, because each one of those episodes ends up going to like a flashback of it's like the situation that she is currently in, and then the other half of the episode is like a flashback episode for each of the pirate crew.
I feel...
It's a rough 11 to 12 episodes.
I feel like I'm imagining fans being like, okay, we're gonna get somewhere this time. We're gonna get somewhere this time. We're gonna get... No! No!
Oh, it was a nightmare.
That one
It's
hurt.
Like
Ow.
2.5 months of waiting for the continuing.
That's funny. That sucks. I got you.
But we should probably get back on topic.
Yeah.
So has anyone watched anything new, different, continuing this week?
So I continued on 2 of the animes that I was watching, and that's just because I haven't had time to watch much more.
Yeah.
And oh god, Rent a Girlfriend was one of the ones that I did get to catch up on.
It's
Okay.
on my list of stuff to watch. That's gonna go to my challenge.
And Monster Girl Doctor was the other one.
Surprise!
And both of them, Rent a Girlfriend wasn't that bad. It was the hot spring episode.
There's
Oh,
always
you-
gonna be one of
You
those.
told me about that during
So
like...
last week was a beach episode. This week was a hot spring episode.
Okay.
So hitting all those standard tropes. And then Monster Girl Doctor is...
I like how he's talking and instantly just...
Please tell us about the horse.
Is this the one? Is this what you were talking about earlier?
So, okay.
Hold on, first of all.
Content.
Hold
Doesn't
on.
add a
A
little...
PG channel, by chance.
No, this is not. We're okay. We can talk about
Let
culture
loose,
here.
mate.
Okay. So, for reference, you know that meme of when I'm watching anime by myself, when I'm watching anime and my mom walks in?
Yeah.
I had 2 of the guys I work with coming over to help me move this morning. And I was
He's-
watching this, waiting for them to show up. They show up as the centaur is currently bound in leather with something in their mouth and blindfolded as the doctor is pulling on straps.
Now here's the
The whole
important
thing
thing.
is to...
Were you
the
watching
whole
this in
thing-
sub or dub?
This was subbed.
So there were some pretty interesting noises coming from this
Yes.
too.
Yes. All right. I'm reading the subtitles as fast as they're coming out.
Excuse me?
Yep. Yep. They walk in as he's pulling these straps back to fix her posture. That is the how they're getting away with this one. He is fixing her posture
Okay.
by pulling on leather straps as she moans in pleasure, talking about how she might have found a new hobby. I'd still say it's worth the watch.
Oh
gonna-
no. You look at no. The question is, did you look at these guys and be like, I can explain, or did you, or this isn't what it looks like, or were you like, yeah, that just happened. Yeah, you wouldn't get it. It's Japanese.
Well, okay, so the two guys that came over are anime fans.
So
They're the ones that we are going to do our job wearing full Naruto costume.
Okay.
But trust me, there will be a video of us Naruto running toward the vehicles.
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh,
going to go
no.
and say that now.
You
This
should do a
will be
whole
video.
vlog of that day. Like, find somebody to be a cameraman for the day.
So they're anime fans. So they kind of didn't say anything. They're just kind of like, at least is the series good?
Which hentai site did you find this on? No.
No, that was a different question for something else that was unrelated.
Oh no. I'm scared to ask, but I think we should ask for content's sake.
I am on a Discord that is just straight up hentai.
Oh, you told me about this.
I can respect
And Discord was popping off, and I clicked on it. Well, was on that page last, and they got very aroused and pushed me out of the way and was like, "What hentai is this from? Can I get the source material?"
that. Well, there was no
Grant-
shame in that question.
Yeah.
No, there's no.
I'm one
In
of
the
those.
military,
I'm
there
one of
is
those.
no shame.
I'm one of those people where I'm just kind of like. I get embarrassed about that kind of stuff.
Nope. It was I had hentai as my wallpaper on my phone for a long time.
Are you serious?
Yep. I have no
If you
shame.
lose your phone, somebody find it. You'll know.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well, granted, now my wallpaper is Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah.
So
Isn't that the anime arc?
No, no.
do some
It
push
does have similarities, but no.
I'm joking. Don't worry.
But I have not watched God of High School or Misfits of the Demon King Academy. I started watching
Dude.
Misfits, but they came over to eat steaks. They went and took showers after we got done moving some stuff, and then
What kind of steaks?
T-bone with gunpowder seasoning.
Is that spicy? Sounds kind of spicy.
Or is
not
it
that
real
spicy.
gunpowder?
It's not real gunpowder. It's a.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, it just sounds kind of spicy.
It's not spicy. It gives a nice crisp outside,
Yeah.
but because it gives it such a nice crisp outside, the inside of the meat is super juicy, and you can actually get it to rare,
Yeah.
like a decent rare, without having to worry about the outside. Medium. Well, my wife likes it that way, so I can get it juicy without having to dehydrate it for her.
Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
That's interesting.
Huh. Wait, hold on. Okay, so we have just a heads up. We have a what is it? A notes like pad and stuff of like all of our topics on here, and I just see SpongeBob anime.
You're ruining mine.
Oh, okay. Well, let's can we talk
You're
about?
looking at my
Kanto.
topics.
I haven't even watched it. Wait, what are you saying? Oh my gosh, my mind just shut off. I can't speak.
Do
I can't-
some push-ups.
What did you watch this week?
What did I watch this week?
That's what we're on.
Oh, was that this week or last week? A Silent Voice.
Oh,
think
yeah,
it was
you
this
mentioned that in the
week.
Discord the other day.
Okay, so
Really
it's this
good
week.
movie.
First anime to ever make me cry. First show at all to ever make me cry. It's such a good show.
So you still haven't watched those two series, huh?
Clannad and
Your Lie in April and Anohana.
oh no, I haven't watched those yet. I started Clannad though.
I need to.
Yeah.
There's only one other thing I did finish this week.
What?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but that's beside the point.
That's funny. I want to start watching that show, but like, yeah. We don't talk about that in this place of culture.
Much culture.
It looks funny. I don't know. So I'd say just those two anime, honestly, are like what I've like watched and kept up with. Let me see. Hey, I got a new follower on Twitter. I'm checking Crunchyroll right now to make sure and see my my history. I started Blend S.
What's that?
Smile, sweet sister, sadistic.
Oh God, that's what it's from.
Yeah. Oh, and Snafu. I started Snafu.
That's on my list.
It looks good so far. It looks really good so far. Oh, last one. Sorry, Fully Cooley. But I didn't even finish the first like 10 minutes of it, so I don't even know if that one counts.
I wasn't a fan of the new series of
remake,
it, but I really so it's classified as a remake.
Yeah.
Okay, I really enjoyed the old one.
And they don't have the old one on here, which sucks. I don't know where to find the original.
I could send you a link, but they kind of had some questionable ads on it lately. But yeah.
Really? Oh gosh. Well, what questionable things have you been watching, Data?
I'm assuming from justdub.com.
I don't know
Oh
what that is.
gosh.
Oh.
We're Havoc's like, I don't know what that is either. No.
No, go to justdub.com.
I can't right now. I'm recording.
It's justdub.net.
Oh, I know that. No, I'm kidding.
It's a perfectly legitimate anime watching site if you're looking for dubbed content.
Is it?
Yes. It just has some very interesting ads.
I want to
And
make
a lot
like.
of them.
I
Yeah,
want to make.
that's what my site went to lately. It's very questionable ads. It's like it was just straight up porn on it. I was like,
Yeah,
that's
there's
never happened.
This wasn't straight up porn. This was like implied porn.
No, this one, like I seen everything.
Oh. No.
Okay then.
It's
Well,
me and my brother just sitting there watching it, and there's an ad of porn. It's like, all right,
Dad
what do
is
you
like.
think, bro?
Dad is like. I did not watch that. I promise.
No, my wife would sit here right with me and watch the ad.
Of course, they might have always had that. I use an ad blocker, and the site made it to where you have to disable it now to watch the stuff on the site, and so I did.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
when Kiss Anime was like the big website to go to.
I remember that.
Is it still a thing or no?
Let's find out.
But yeah, I don't really have any other like, other than the anime that I said I'm starting for this competition. I don't really have anything. So.
Okay, I got plenty. Because I've been out for 2 weeks, I have a list here.
Oh gosh.
All right, so to start off, the ones that I have watched and finished, I started and finished Made in Abyss.
Yeah.
And I loved it. It's a really good series. I took Kento's recommendation on that, and then I watched the movie. So now
which movie?
I assumed it was a movie because the episode was like 45 minutes long. It's about the Bunny Boys past.
No, so that's not a movie. That's just the
That's
last
not?
episode. It's just the
Oh,
one.
then I need to watch.
And Nanachi is a girl.
It's a girl.
Yeah, Nanachi is a girl.
Okay. All right, didn't know that. So I assumed it was a movie, of course, 45 minutes.
Yeah. I love that last episode. Was just emotional trip as all heck.
I felt so bad for the little red-haired girl.
Mitty?
Yeah. I still don't remember the names too well, but yes.
Data, not Data, sorry. Havoc, have you watched Made in Abyss yet?
Nope.
This is
Oh,
one
it's
you
good.
you truly have to watch. Like, put that on your list for your 24-hour binge.
I plan to.
Good, because like,
There's
I'll send
many
you,
things on my 24-hour binge right now.
I'll send you like where to find the other movie and stuff, because there is a movie out. But
Since I didn't actually watch the movie, then yeah, I need to see that.
yeah, too. You're gonna need to for season 2.
Yes. So yeah, I'm ready for the winter anime lineup. This year's just been trash, but I also watched the Goblin Slayer movie, and I have some mixed reviews about it. See, I actually like the series despite all the hate it's been getting. But the movie, I felt they just needed a bunch of filler. The first 30 minutes of the movie is literally a recap of the entire series currently. I didn't like that at all. So, I literally skipped the first 30 minutes to get to the actual movie, and it was only about an hour left of it. And my issue with it is that the this new girl character that they introduced lost her party and all that, and the Goblin Slayer's party is there to help. And she was absolutely useless. She was whining all the time. It was like, oh, I lost my party, blah, that kind of stuff, and I just didn't like it. But other than that, the animation looked good, the fights were good, but story-wise, I felt it was extremely lacking. So,
Okay.
that's that. But then another one I finished. A YouTube channel has made a SpongeBob anime, and I just kept laughing. They're using so many anime tropes that are overused, like the Kill la Kill move names, and then they have like the move pop up on the sides in some artistic fashion. It's like
Jesus.
the crew always has the strong silent type, in this case Patrick, and then the useless girl, which was Sandy. It's like he had the ultimate power within him, kind of thing. It was hilarious. And then animes that I have started this week is one is Pokemon Journeys. I got to episode 7 of that.
Is that Johto Journeys?
No, it's the new one where it's Ash with this new guy named Go. And they became like assistants to like some professor, and they're traveling around and studying Pokemon. But my issue with that right now is that Go is catching everything way too easy. It's like he just throws a Pokeball at literally about 15 Pokemon and catches them instantly.
Yeah.
I was not happy with that. There was no excitement in it, and it just became boring.
I gotcha.
But then Twilight Wings, Pokemon Twilight Wings, a YouTube series, had released their 7th episode, and I really loved the animation in that. The Charizard versus the Duraludon, amazing. I wish the actual main title series had art that looked that good. Of course, it's not about the art, it's about the story, but Pokemon's been using the same formula forever. And then
until Sun and Moon, and then it looked horrible.
Yeah, I think that was Disney taking their putting their hand in it. I don't remember. I don't remember. That might have just been something I read and it'd be wrong.
I know Disney at one point had been looking at purchasing Pokemon, but Pokemon's price was too high for Disney.
We're too good for you.
Number one selling thing, I think. But the last anime that I had started, and I'm almost done with it. It's 7 Deadly Sins season 4.
How bad is it?
Oh, it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
It's like these demons that they picked it to be completely dangerous in the first 2 seasons. They're sending them in hordes, and they're wiping them out instantly, constantly, back and forth. And just like my Pokemon talk with Go catching everything instantly with no fight, it's boring. And then they've added so many love things going on that it's just becoming stale, like they're out of ideas. It's like Meliodas and Elizabeth, and they're exploring their past and their love relationship. King and Diane, Diane finally has her memories back, and now she's in love with King, so they're exploring that relationship. I'm not too impressed with it this time.
I was just realizing we should probably set a spoiler warning at the beginning of this podcast as well, because like from now on, because we spoil so much.
I just found it. Disney now owns the rights to create the anime, but does not own the right to the Pokemon franchise. Along with this, the Pokemon Company International has the right to pull Pokemon from Disney operation at any time.
Dang.
Okay.
So, there you go.
Disney's getting so many things right now. Like,
Well, I don't think Disney could afford to purchase Pokemon. Was the whole?
They can afford it.
No, they couldn't.
Oh, how much was asking?
Well, Pokemon's been on an upward climb the last 4 years.
Because I know they bought the Marvel MCU for, I think it was $5 billion, and then they bought Spider-Man alone for another $5 billion.
Yeah, but I think my understanding is the Pokemon companies. You know what? I'm just gonna look it up. Pokemon Network.
Because, like, doesn't Disney have, like, a partnership with Studio Ghibli?
Yes, but Studio Ghibli does not have. Oh yeah, no, there's no way that Disney could have bought Pokemon.
What is it?
$92 billion.
Oh my gosh!
Take Disneyland. Just give us Pokemon.
Well, how much is Disney worth?
92 billion. Jeez.
That's crazy. I was actually expecting it to be a little bit higher.
Disney's net worth at the current time is 130 billion.
Okay, so like not even.
It would
twice
cost
as much.
almost their entire company to purchase.
That's not even liquidated.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's with neither company being liquidated.
That's rough.
So no, Disney will not be purchasing Pokemon anytime soon.
Huh.
All right. Well, they can keep it. Let Pokemon do its own thing.
I agree.
90
We're gonna
billion.
see. We'll be seeing a lot of like live action Pokemon series coming out.
Unliquidated 90 billion. Jesus Christ.
All right, if you guys had one anime world to live, like you could choose an anime world to live in, what would it be?
I think you asked this before.
Maybe the
Yes.
first episode. I think that never went up.
I'm stuck between Naruto and Pokemon.
I have to say Pokemon. Definitely
I
Pokemon.
honestly don't know. Like, I wouldn't mind Pokemon, but
I like meat.
I'm not a very good pet keeper, so I don't know if I can deal with 6 of them
6 at a minimum.
at a minimum.
It would be so cool to travel the world catching Pokemon and being like, just imagine flying on a Pidgeot or like a Charizard.
Pidgey.
No, you can't fly on a Pidgey. You're just dangling
You
from
can
its
learn
legs.
to fly. I'm flying on that Pidgey.
That poor Pidgey.
Yeah, because considering I'm a big man.
Oh man.
6 foot tall and just pretty heavy.
So can like Pokemon be considered like weapons? Do you guys think, or are they like?
I mean, if you've played through X and Y, you know that Pokemon were used as a global destroying weapon. And if you talk to Lieutenant Surge in the first one, he talks about how Pokemon were used in war.
Yeah.
That's true.
I
Yeah.
think that war was explored more in the Unova region with Oz.
Yep.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, there's an actual story to the games.
Yeah.
Well, I know-
there's
I
an
know there's a-
overarching story.
I know there's a story. Like how
It's gone into multi-dimensions and everything, split
I don't
timelines.
like the I think the Mega Evolutions are unneeded. I thought that I did not like the addition of Mega Evolutions.
I think
to that.
Dynamaxing is unneeded, but hey,
Yeah,
we have
that
it.
I agree.
That one too.
Like mixing up the battles a bit to help the meta, I agree with. Gigantamaxing, I do not like because it takes way too much time to get everything transformed, and then like you have 3 turns with it, and then all that crap.
I think it makes battles too easy.
No, it does not.
It doesn't really affect it that much.
Because I'm only through the 5th gym leader on not Sun and Moon. What's the one? Sword and Shield. But like every single time, I've just used the same formula of just like take out all of their Pokemon, and then my starter Dynamax will take out the last Pokemon because they'll have wasted their Dynamax on like their first or second Pokemon.
Now, there's some cheatiness to it, which I use a bit, And just to speed things along in my party, it's like in my party I have a Galarian Darmanitan, and he has,
Bless you.
I really like him.
Okay.
He's an Afro-abominable words, the snowman. Anyway, he has the ability on him called a Gorilla Tactic. So what that does is I can only select one of his moves, and I cannot use another move. So the first move I use, that's the only one he can do.
Okay.
Here's where that gets interesting. I give him I forgot what it was called. It's an item that does the exact same thing as his effect. It increases his speed, but he can only use one move. So it's like now his speed is like 4 times, 8 times, something stupid. But he can only use one move. However, if you G-Max him, or D-Max him, Dynamax, yeah, you don't have a G-Max for him. If you Dynamax him, that ability's not limited, but he still gains all those stats. So with his move pool to help cover his weaknesses, he's able in his Dynamax form to use any of those moves unhindered, but still have all that speed built up and power.
Oh wow.
Yeah, stuff like that I use cheaty-wise for a competitive, and that's why he's actually a little bit of a competitive Pokemon. But there's very...
It's all about that Snorlax, baby.
Snorlax. There's very few Pokemon that can be exploited like that. The rest are big for big's sake.
Wonder Guard is a pretty good thing to exploit, isn't it?
Yeah, that could be broken at times.
Yeah. I remember I had a Mewtwo that had Wonder Guard for the longest time, and nobody could hurt it. It was a fun time.
Shiny bred my favorite Pokemon, so I'm good. That's a Volcarona.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that before. That your favorite Pokemon was Volcarona. Well, let's go ahead and move on into our topics. We've done a whole hour of just talking about nothing or stuff before we even get into the topics. That's dope.
Yeah, great conversation.
I know, right?
Right. So first up, I want to talk about concepts of sword or magic users. I have a few examples. Well, technically one example. I'm sure more will come along the way. But everyone knows the Fate series except Kento. The way they utilize each individual thing by their type, weapon type, magic type, like caster, spearman, saber, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Rider.
So Rider. I loved Alexander the Great. But I just want to talk about the uniqueness of them. And my example is from The Wise Man's Grandchild. So what that is about is a guy who died in an accident. He was reborn in another world filled with magic and demons. But as a baby in this new world, he was picked up by the hero sage Merlin, and he was raised as his grandson. And so he kept all the memories from his past life. And so he knows our world's science, and he combined it with their magic. He thought about the process of how things work. So for example, a basic fire spell, whenever he finally goes to school, and this is technically a school anime, whenever he goes to school and he's seeing everyone else's ability, it's weak, just like a little flame. Someone casts this fire, and his process is what makes the fire work. So it's he increases the oxygen, increases the hydrogen, because he knew the elements of the fire. So it's he's mixing air magic into his fire to make it bigger, kind of thing. So that's what I mean by the concepts of it. It's he also has sword techniques, because he was also trained by one of the greatest swordsmen in the world, who was a friend of the hero sage. And so he's going into school as a top-notch fighter and mage. So that's what I mean by it.
I gotcha. I don't know. I can't think of any anime that I've watched like with that kind of thing.
High
what do you-
School DxD.
Oh, the
Cool
power of
DxD.
boobies.
I actually haven't seen DxD.
You haven't seen High School DxD?
I haven't seen DxD either.
Okay.
Please explain, sir.
So there's. It's been a hot minute since I watched it, so I might be kind of off. There's demons and angels in the world. This dude falls in love with this chick. Well, he doesn't fall in love with. He thinks she's hot. But he can't do anything. He dies because he falls in love with. He starts dating this demon that kills him. And the girl that he thought was hot, that's in his school, revived him as a demon to work for him.
As one does.
And he has the power of Dragon Break, what gives him this gauntlet that increases his power. He can use it to go fast if he chooses. He learns a lot of the abilities as he's going on, but his first ability is called Dress Break, where he can aim it at females across from him and fire it essentially, and their clothes break. Their clothes rip off.
Oh,
Um,
I know a good anime then that I could bring up.
it's weird because this power is normally reserved for like heroes, like super strong people would have this dragon abilities, and he just finds the dumbest ways to use it. And he can supercharge his abilities if he touches his master's boobs. This is not a hentai.
That was about to be my question. I was looking and waiting for the right time to ask that.
DxD
So-
is definitely not a hentai, but it's questionable.
It is one of the most ecchi animes you've ever seen, and it has some of the best fight scenes along with it, like actual fight scenes.
Yeah, I would have to say then. Speaking about that clothes break one that you just brought up, Konosuba. Kazuma has a so what's up?
I say go on.
Kazuma has this ability where he becomes a thief in the world,
Okay.
and so one of his abilities is just theft. And
Right, I remember,
he ends up whenever he does it, he steals women's underwear.
I
Okay.
think I've seen that. He
That-
had two girls in the alleyway and he snatched their panties.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of this.
Though on a more serious note, I guess you could say Rising of the Shield Hero.
Yes.
Rising of the Shield, that was a pretty good, like, powering up his shield and stuff with like the zombie dragon and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a great example. You don't often see shields used as weapons at all, and I think just having Raftalia there to help him really help utilize the shield's abilities.
Raftalia is still best girl to me.
Best girl.
Best girl, definitely.
So you have a best girl? We don't yet. I need to get one.
Raftalia is always best girl.
Also, on the talk of Konosuba, Megami's whole thing. It's like she doesn't want to learn like these weak spells, so she only learned the one powerful magic.
Yeah.
So she's essentially just a glass cannon. It's hilarious.
Yeah. She's the
I'm trying to
strongest
remember the
and
name of the
weakest.
anime right now.
What's it about?
Dude was born into a family of fire users of magic, but he couldn't use fire. And then he signed a contract with another god that allowed him to use air magic.
Huh? Is this
trying to
Fire
find it.
Force?
Huh? No, it's got a weird name.
Because I don't think he uses wind magic at all in that. have
But
no
sad
idea.
because I know I have the actual DVD in the other room and I refuse to get up and go get it.
That's funny. Yeah, I have no idea.
All right, I'm about to get up. Y'all can make fun of my pants if y'all want to.
Oh
As long
no.
as you're wearing them.
I am wearing pants. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I guess an
here
extension
you
of the
go.
topic would be like,
I was hoping he would hear me. That was a very see-through shirt. It was
it really was. See his tattoos through it.
Yes. What were you
But
saying, by the way?
I guess another extension of that question would be like overpowered characters.
Any isekai character.
I mean, pretty much. I mean, like Girls in a Dungeon. That blacksmith that created his dagger.
Yeah.
Really good idea, considering he was like super weak. So to
Yeah.
speak. And the knife grows with him, but if anyone else uses it, it hadn't grown with them. So that's actually a really good concept.
Huh.
It's very unique.
I would say overpowered. Honestly, probably Shido from Log Horizon.
Now, I actually haven't watched Log Horizon. So
But it's not like he's overpowered himself. His team is overpowered. Because,
Okay.
like, they use tactics, and it's not just like a brute force kind of anime. So, he's like the genius. Then they have the assassin, and they have the tank. So, Natsugu, Akatsuki, and Shido. And I love the anime and stuff. But it gets to the point where they've only died one. A lot of the characters that you see have died over and over before. These guys have only died once before.
he brought a stack.
Oh yeah, he has a stack. Yeah, that was very see-through shirt, Havoc.
Kazeno Stigma.
Yep.
I don't know that one.
I know of it. I've never seen it.
Highly recommend it. Essentially, think Avatar.
Why do we keep going to that?
Yeah, Avatar is just kind of. I had this argument the other day that Avatar isn't an anime, and they're like, "It is an anime," and I'm like, "No, it isn't. Trust me, it's not."
By definition, it is not an anime, but it is anime-ish.
Inspired.
Yeah.
So, essentially, I already gave you all kind of the rundown, but there's water users, there's earth users, fire users, and air users. Well, he's the only air user because he signed a contract.
Wipe them out.
He's the only airbender.
Yeah, kind of. And now I'm curious, when did it... You know, I'm going to do this, and I'm probably going to regret my life.
Do you think Avatar came before or after then?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Or I'm looking.
Avatar was early 2000s or late 2000s? 2000 something.
I think it was early 2000s. I'd be surprised if it was late 2000s, honestly.
So, the light novel came out in 2002.
Okay. Interesting.
And Avatar: The Last Airbender, first aired in 2005.
They copied. No.
No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm just
Little suspicion. No, I'm kidding.
no. I mean,
To be fair, the four elements have been around forever, including like the
Yeah.
Final Fantasy series.
and with Kaizen no Stigma, it's set in modern times.
Huh.
So
That's fair enough.
Yeah, I get
yeah,
I can understand
I don't think they copied each other. And for all I know, there are other air users. It's been a while since I've seen this. Like the stack of DVDs I just brought in here are all the DVDs that I bought going through AIT. other than Naruto,
Yeah.
because I didn't have access to the internet. So the only way to watch anything was to actually buy the disc. So like I've got trying to remember the plot of this anime.
What is it? Aesthetica Roki. I've never heard of that.
After saving a fairy tale kingdom, Asuka returns to the real world with his prize, Mew, the busty daughter of the defeated Dark Lord.
Oh, it sounds like your anime.
It does. It really does.
I like how they put busty in the description.
I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
One of my favorite animes of all time, Shuffle.
I've heard of it.
They all have the same eyes.
Day Night Live.
Huh.
We're gonna skip this one.
What was it? You have to come out with
You
it
gotta
now.
show it.
I don't get it. Ninja
Sinan
Flash.
Kagura?
Syndrome.
Type into Steam.
No, thank you.
Is it one of those games? Is it like Honey Pop worthy, or are we?
No, it's more fighting style, like
okay.
Destiny Warriors. Defag.
Excuse me?
I didn't hear that R, sir.
Defrag.
You did not say that R.
Probably one of my favorite fighting animes, Bento.
I've heard of it. I'm Kento Bento.
I watched him before.
And the first season of the Uncut Naruto season 1.
Oh. Oh, that's interesting.
I can't wait for the second season of the Uncut Naruto season 1.
So what's different in the uncut? They're just like, okay, I know it's uncut, but
Some of the episodes are longer.
They made a blooper reel.
There's a lot more of the Zabuza art that was cut out of TV.
okay.
I think that was the one that bothered me the most. They kept going back to the Zabuza arc in Shippuden.
Not really.
They did.
No.
They went back to that village though, didn't they?
Yeah, to find the sword because of the dude.
7 swords.
Yeah, the dude needed the sword because he was one of the 7 swordsmen.
Oh, you're talking about starts with an N.
Shisui?
No,
Yeah,
no,
him
Shisui
going
is
back.
no, Shisui is what's his name? The Uchiha. That was Itachi's best friend.
I forgot his name.
I don't
Yeah,
remember the dude's name.
that's
And then
Shisui.
I don't think they bring it up again until Zabuza actually shows back up in the reincarnation jutsu.
I
Yeah,
like how they can trade eyes and use abilities.
that was one of those moments where I was like, wait, what?
I guess that could be considered a concept of magic, quote unquote, even though it's like genjutsu, the illusions.
Chakra in general.
Yeah, it's like a physical, spiritual manifestation, I guess. But just the whole thing in general with eyes in Japanese culture is interesting. It's like it always has to have eye abilities, like Naruto's, Uchiha's, and then Pain's, whatever that thing was called.
Because the eyes in Japanese culture isn't just a window to the soul. It can. They believe the eyes had special properties. So.
There's things like Code Geass. Yeah.
Well, even in
Yeah,
Kaizen no
now
Sigma,
King.
whenever he like all the people that use fire, pretty much have red eyes. The stronger they are, and he has very blue eyes, as blue as the azure sky. I actually remember that line because it's said at the opening of every single episode.
Yee.
I'm totally
It's
being
fine to hear a
professional
couple
right
times if you keep hearing that.
Yeah.
now.
So I assume we're ready to move on.
I think we're ready to move on.
All right. So one thing I wanted to talk about is like anime-based video games. It could be based off the anime series, or it could be its own essential title.
Pokemon.
That's going to be a big one.
I know Fairy Tail came out with a game on the 30th, and
So it's like a fighting style game.
From what I've seen of it, and I've been keeping myself from watching other YouTubers play it because I plan to do a series on it.
Okay, cool. Reveal.
I think it's kind of in the vein of Final Fantasy 6, 7 style is what I'm kind of getting the feeling from watching trailers.
You mean like turn-based?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That's music.
What are you looking up an example?
I was looking at the trailer, trying to see if I could see, but it keeps wanting to play the music, and I don't like it. But yeah, it looks turn-based. Not really a game style I play other than like Pokemon. But
That and Final Fantasy are the ones I play turn-based.
see, I never got into Final Fantasy. That was a game
I
that
haven't
just
played
kind
much
of.
of the most recent ones. It's like after 12, it's been kind of like just a back seat. I'll play it when I get to it. But I did enjoy all the older ones, and I did play and beat Final Fantasy VII Remake.
But yeah, I know the Fairy Tail just came out with a new game that I kind of am planning on playing. Tentatively.
Now the
All
question is, are we including visual novels into this discussion?
Yeah, that's fine. If anime based, yeah,
So it's like Doki Doki Literature Club.
yeah, that's a good one. Monica tripped me out whenever she said my actual name. I was like, where'd you get that info?
That's funny. I haven't finished it, so don't spoil too much, please.
Okay.
Also, I apologize for eating on the podcast, everybody. I gotta be fast about this and stuff because as soon as we're done with this podcast, I got a bunch of other things I gotta get done today. Oh, are we recording? Are we gonna record that video that we had the idea for today, or do you guys not want to do that? The anime intro video.
I don't remember this. We'll
Okay.
have this conversation afterwards.
We'll talk about it after this.
The only anime visual novel I've played is Sakura Swim Club. I bought a Humble Bundle like 2 or 3 years ago, and it had like Sakura Santa, Sakura Girls, Sakura Shrine Girls, Sakura Space, and Sakura Spirit.
A lot of soccer.
And yeah, I haven't played but Sakura Swim Club, and I felt like I needed to take a shower after.
You should record it for your channel.
No, I can't. There's some very. Granted, I do have Honeycam Studio and Honey Pop on my JRPG tab.
I remember our very first call together when we started talking again after like a year or like 5 years of not talking to each other. You come back and you're looking through Steam and you go, Porn Star Island. I should get this.
Yeah, so I go through random rabbit holes when I'm just talking with them. And I was going through Steam and I found a VR game called Porn Star Island. And I was so confused. But I don't have a VR headset as much as I would like to buy one.
I would love one too. I got other priorities first.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Same.
Now, I played a few different anime style games. It's like, of course, Dragon Quest. The one I've actually completed was 8. I haven't really played much of the other ones, but like, I also used to always play like the Dragon Ball Z and Naruto fighting games. Mainly because they were a bit spoilery for the story, and I just wanted to know it. And I do love playing the Fire Emblem series. Awakening was probably my favorite. The Three Houses, not so much, but it was still a good story. And the main ones that I really enjoyed, Studio Ghibli, or Ghibli, however you want to pronounce it, made 2 games. It's the Ni no Kuni series.
Oh, I've been looking at that one.
The first one is Wrath of the White Witch. Great game. You could tell it was the first story because it was just like a basic open world adventure with, of course, your Studio Ghibli story. Great story. You went around collecting like these Pokemon-esque type creatures, raising them, evolving them in some way. Good game. The second one, Ni no Kuni Revenant Kingdom, completely different take. They don't have any of that. You do find these little spirits they called higgledy-bigglies. I think that was the proper name for them. Yeah, it was a tongue twister.
Hibbity-bibbities.
Higgledy-biggledy, yes. I don't know the actual definition for that, but it's a real word. It's a real word. But in Revenant Kingdoms, it's the open exploring again, which is great, but it also introduces world building. You got your own kingdom in a land, and as you play through the game, collect money, build up your kingdom. The kingdom starts generating money for the coffers, and you reinvest it back in the kingdom. And I really liked that. It added a sense of immersion into it.
Interesting. Fun times.
I did just think of another game that I have played recently, actually. Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Strike. Me and the guys I work with that were over here earlier been playing it together.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that one of the fighting games?
It's squad fighting. So you play as a team, and you play against other people or missions.
Okay.
Interesting.
I think the last Naruto one I played was the Ultimate Ninja Storm 3. So I don't know
you've
any
only
after
missed
that.
one. You've
Okay.
only missed one. And that game actually just got a new DLC. It's 2 years old now.
Oh wow.
Corpse Party.
Kakashi Double Mangekyo Sharingan came out. Say that 5 times fast.
Hard pass.
Corpse Party. That was
Corpse Party.
I loved the anime game Corpse Party.
Sounds
Do you guys
familiar.
remember
I think I've seen it, but not
It's-
actually played it.
It's basically these school kids decide that they want to hang out one last day before one of their friends moves to another school, and so they hang out in their school, like at like a club thing, and they decide that they're going to do a little ritual thing that's supposed to say that they will be friends forever and never like lose each other, even no matter how far apart they are.
Okay.
What it turns out to be is a ritual that takes them into a completely different dimension where they learned that the past of the school is super dark and full of suicide and death. And it's just like, it's insane. It's a trip. There's an anime, there's a manga, and then there's the game. And I think the game is the better version out of all of them. But like, it's such a good game. I think there's 3 games out right now. 4 games if you include the special. Yes. So, I recommend it. It was for PSP.
Oh, who has that anymore?
I do.
Yeah, I still
Found it
got
when I
one
was
too.
moving.
I have a PSP over there too.
I got a Vita as well, but that thing hasn't been touched in years.
Who uses the Vita?
Well, I started finding all my old console stuff, handheld console. Like I found my DS in a drawer in the kitchen.
Huh.
No, I've only lived here for a year, so I don't know how it ended up there.
I have my Game Boy somewhere. I have my 3DS right here.
I had to sell my DS.
Why?
It was. I'm moving. Yeah, I needed what money I could. I traded in a bunch of games. I traded in our extra PS4. just a bunch of stuff at the time, and I held on to my Pokemon Sun and Moon game because I've been playing since Gen 1, and minus the first 2 games because you couldn't transfer to Gen 3. I always transferred everything up, so I had a living dex from when I was a child on that one cartridge.
Oh, Jesus.
So I saved it for 2 years. That way, whenever the Switch came out, but since I didn't have a DS, I had to wait till I went on vacation to see my friend up north, and I used his DS and finally got to transfer everything.
That's what's
I toyed with the idea of playing Pokemon Sword and Shield for a Let's Play of me trying to become competitive, because I've never played Pokemon the video game competitively.
I used to. I actually been to tournaments to play the video games competitively.
I've only ever done card game.
Do y'all remember when they used to have the mystery box events where you would go to like the Toys R Us or something near you, and like a bunch of you would like... So I used to go and I used to battle people. I don't know if that counts as competitive, but like...
I'm sure you have competitive people there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a fun time. I enjoyed it. That was back in the day of Diamond and Pearl, though.
That's when I did competitive. So I actually went to a GameStop tournament. It was about 16 of us that registered, and we were all playing on the brand new Pokemon Coliseum for the Wii before it released. And the winner would win the game itself, Pokemon Coliseum, 2 weeks before it released. And I was the one that won that tournament.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So you got it like 2 weeks before.
Yes, but I didn't own a Wii. It was funny.
That sucks. Oh wait, are you talking about Pokemon Coliseum or Pokemon Revolution?
I won Pokemon Coliseum.
For the Wii?
For the Wii.
That was Revolution.
That's what. Okay, I don't remember. Again, I didn't have a Wii, so I kind of just had the game and then I sold the game.
Oh, I got you. So.
Yep.
Is that
That's
like?
cool, man.
So which one is that one?
Shit bad.
No, this was from Dallas Regionals.
Very nice.
I got you. Interesting. I wish I had something like that to show for myself.
Well, me and my wife are currently in the process of catching up with TCG and reorganizing all our binders and stuff, because I never stopped trying to be competitive with the TCG,
Yeah.
but being over here, I missed 3 releases.
Yeah.
4? Something like that.
Yeah.
So now I'm in the process of just trying to catch up to where I was.
I got you.
I'm actually about to sell my cards. I think I'm finally done with TCG.
How far back you get?
I haven't played in over a year. So I got like a $1,200 deck just sitting here doing nothing.
How far back you get?
What do you mean how far back?
Like black and white?
No, oh no, not Pokemon, Magic.
Oh, never mind.
That's funny. He's like so ready.
I straight up gave all my Magic stuff to one of my friends back in my hometown.
You told me that.
And I'm just here with Yu-Gi-Oh.
I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, and apparently
Everybody's
so did he.
played. Yeah,
I played it when it was actually a game.
yeah.
Oh, I had that too. For the Game Boy.
Oh no, I meant like before they completely changed the rules and then changed them again, and then don't forget the third time they changed them.
Oh.
And the 4th and the 5th and the 6th
Yeah.
and the 7th and 8th.
It's not the same game.
It's not by any means.
Anyway, going back on topics, we're gonna talk about like how animes end, like the good, the bad, how you feel about them. It's like sometimes people, whenever watching an anime, it comes to an end, they get emotional. They don't know what to do. That's how you know it's a good anime. Whenever you just have that empty void in you now. But
No,
then there's
thanks.
But then there's some that just completely missed the mark. Maybe they rushed it. Maybe the season didn't do so well, and so they didn't have funds to make a new season, so it just drops completely. And
My girlfriend is a gal.
I heard about that one.
is that an actual title?
Yeah, that's an
it's
anime.
actually an anime I very much enjoyed, and I was mad whenever I'm still waiting on that second season. They've announced it for like 2 years now, and I'm just like, are we gonna get another season, or am I just kind of done with like 12 episodes?
Like my examples is like, emotionally for me, it's my number 4 tie pick. That'd be Your Lie in April and Anohana. Both had such a beautiful story going forward, and both just left me very emotional towards the end, and the ending was very satisfying, and I just couldn't handle it whenever it finished. Stuff like that. Now, bad ones. I got 2 examples for that. One is Blood Lad. That series didn't do so well that they didn't have the funds for the next one, so it completely dropped. So that's what I mean by that. So since it technically didn't have an ending, I consider it a bad ending because it literally just drops in the middle of what could continue.
Yeah,
I would.
And then Gantz. Gantz is a bit of an older one. I tried, it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's definitely sci-fi, but basically these people that when they die, time changes for them. It's like they're alive, but they must join in like this thing where it's like some being is sending them to destroy like these alien looking creatures. They must kill them with these weapons that they provide, and only whenever they kill a certain amount of these creatures can they go back to their normal life and continue living. However, if they die while doing these missions, their body picks up right where it left off when they were about to die, kind of thing. Now, that was an interesting concept for me. I continued watching all the way until the end, until it went south for me to the point I didn't like it. Basically, of course, this is full spoilers because it's endings. But the way it had ended is this guy, he was about to finish. He only had like 1 or 2 more kills, and then he was free. And then their next target, the group's next target, was himself. And so within a couple of episodes, he had to deal with all these people that were after him now. And so he ended up killing everyone who were trying to fight for their freedom as well. And then he was just so emotionally distraught, he tried killing the main guy that was in charge of all this, and realizing the guns don't work on him. And so then it got to the point that he just went back to the train that was killing him anyway and walked in front of it. I was like, that was not a good ending to me. It's like, so this guy lives, he's going to continue doing what he's doing, and now everyone else is gone.
I was gonna say Full Metal Alchemist was a bad ending.
Brotherhood, I like the ending. The
original. Yeah.
Okay. I'd say Erased didn't really have the best ending.
Clannad emotional.
Oh, actually, I know exactly the ending that I should bring up here for the best example, as it broke the internet. Darling in the Franxx.
Oh, I didn't even finish it.
Which one?
Darling in the Franxx. I'm not too sure what happened in it, but I remember, like, it was so bad, like, people were sending death threats to the studio. That's how bad it was.
It's a new level.
Ew.
Like, everybody was so freaking psyched for this anime. Everybody was loving it and stuff. And then, literally, like, in the space of a week, it went from being one of the best anime in the season to the worst ever. And it was just kind of bad.
Like, I never finished it. I couldn't. I tried to sit down. I made it to like 6 episodes in. And it's just the whole idea of like piloting mechs by like going doggy style on your partner.
What?
That's
Oh,
something-
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the girl was like bent over and the controls were on her butt. and the guy was like right behind him, just like controlling.
I might need to watch this.
It's like there's a lot. There were kids. They're teaching kids real early about what's going on.
Birds and bees coming early.
I never had the idea of birds and bees. Like, how does that connect?
I don't know. I have no idea. There's got to be some old, like ancient thing.
Huh.
I'm gonna look that up.
Where did the birds and bees come from?
Oh gosh. All right. Good endings. What would you guys say are good endings?
Good endings. That is a lot. Let me try and think of favorites.
I can say one right now.
Go for
Okay.
it.
Assassination Classroom.
I
Yeah,
feel like
that
it was
was
drawn
pretty
out
good.
though.
I loved it though. I really loved the ending.
Controversial opinion. The ending to Naruto Shippuden.
The ending to Naruto Shippuden.
Trying to
Which
remember
part?
how it
Which
went.
ending? So, because I classify it into two different endings. The one where he gets married and the one where...
The marriage ending.
Okay. I didn't see that one. I didn't want to watch
Okay.
that one. I don't know, like... I'm happy that they're together. I was obviously rooting for them to get together. But the wedding didn't really interest me that much.
It really wasn't the ending that the wedding part itself that made the ending.
Yeah.
It was the build up to the wedding. The ending of certain storylines that were in the background and kind of just the all around emotions that are going on through it.
I got the definition.
You got the
Right.
definition of birds and bees.
The phrase "the birds and the bees" is a metaphor explaining the mechanics of reproduction to younger children, relying on imagery of bees pollinating and eggs hatching to substitute for more technical explanations of sexual intercourse.
Okay, how'd the birds come into this?
Eggs hatching
Oh, okay.
and bees pollinating. I still don't get the connection between the two, but
I
okay.
don't, but whatever. I think Bento actually had a pretty good ending.
You showed that earlier. What's it about?
So it's a super just kind of dumb fighting anime. Essentially, these at supermarkets at the end of the night they put bentos on for half price and cheaper. So these people get into full out brawls to fight over getting bentos, the discounted bentos.
Okay.
The main character didn't know this was going on. He was just a hungry student and was going to buy a bento and picked it up right after the dude had put down that it was half off, and that's what caused him to get knocked out.
Oh.
And then he learns about the whole thing and starts fighting for bentos.
So it's a literal food war that's not Shokugan.
Yeah, I think we ought to watch this as a group.
I'd watch it.
Maybe we can start that for the first one next week.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
I will say this right now. It is preferred to watch in dub.
Really?
Yeah, the sub is very squeaky. It's hard to listen to because the voices that they tried to do for the females were very high pitched.
Ear piercing.
Yeah. And I actually think the dubbed was done pretty well.
That's good to hear. All right, we'll watch it in the dub then. Sounds like a
Gonna watch
plan.
it as a group, or we're just gonna watch it individually?
No, we'll
I
watch
think we're
like
gonna watch it as a group.
yeah.
Ah,
So we'll watch it before the podcast next week, and then we'll give our opinions on it. Maybe not the
Alright.
full series though.
Hmm?
Maybe not the full series. Like,
Episode 1.
all right, that sounds like a plan.
If you're down for just watching, because it's only 12 episodes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, I got you.
So we could honestly just do 12 weeks of us watching and reviewing each episode. If we
Oh,
wanted to.
that
Sure.
sounds painful.
yeah, a little bit.
6 weeks. We'll watch 2 episodes a week.
Sure, let's do it. We'll give it a try.
Blind anime reviews.
Well, I mean, we've been
Yeah.
kind of doing it with God of High School every week and stuff already.
Yeah, and I missed God of High School this week.
It was a good one this week.
I just didn't have time.
There was one part that kind of annoyed me, but that's about it.
This move is kicking my butt.
No,
I will say that the basement is finally cleared out.
that's good.
Yeah, that was a whole ordeal.
I mean, that was a hole in the ground.
Well, there's no lights in the basement.
Oh, I got you.
And it already looks like a scene from Saw.
Oh no.
Nice. Keep it.
Well, so like there's tubes running above you for, water. And as you get into the hallway where the actual lockers are, or the storage areas are, it's chain link fences, essentially,
I got you.
into like prison cells.
Yeah, make a video with that, like a horror video kind of thing, before you leave the house. That'd be a good idea, actually. You should figure out how to do that. All right, I think we got time, just enough time for the last topic.
All right. I didn't know we'd make it this far, but awesome.
Yeah, I remember you saying you were like, in case we make it this far.
Yeah. But as for our last topic, it's just something that I found. So I don't know how much input you guys know about any of this, but it's the betrayal of mythologies in anime.
The betrayal or portrayal?
Portrayals. Sorry for bad accent.
No, it's all good. It's like
Betrayal
it's
is a
like
different topic.
it's like Havoc forgetting the R.
Yeah. Frag.
Oh my gosh.
But,
Honestly, I haven't watched many mythology animes. I would say though, like with like religious animes. What was the anime with Jesus and Buddha?
that sounds great.
It's that's my next on my list. Like number one next on my list. That and Decadence.
It could be like full mythology anime, or it can have like mythology or religious themes in it, like Hunter x Hunter, the guy that had like the Buddhist thing going on.
Oh yeah.
I can
Naruto
think
with
of-
Hashirama. And
You're
his,
talking about Hanzo from Hunter x Hunter.
is that his name? I never made it that far.
Hanzo the ninja.
So I can think of 3 different anime off the top of my head
What is it?
that have. High School DxD has more than just angels and demons. They have
boobies,
Valhalla and
Oh, okay.
all the other religions. Champione
Which one?
deals a lot. Champione.
Don't know it.
Okay. I'm
It's
not
okay.
even going to try to describe it off the top.
Okay.
It's been a while. I just remember it had a lot of Greek elements, like they had to fight Medusa, but Medusa
Okay.
was a child. It's weird. I like the series. It's weird though.
Anime is 90% weird.
Yeah. And
We can literally say I don't know why it happens. It's just anime, and
Yeah.
it's a decent argument.
and I kind of put Fate Stay Night, the Fate series.
That's one of my discussions as well. But where Kento hasn't seen it, he
Yeah.
probably doesn't have too much input on the series.
That's on my list. So Fate, I know once I watch Fate, I will probably be ahead of all of you guys by about 30 seasons. No, I'm kidding.
30 seasons.
I'm joking. I'm joking. No. Do
Challenge
OVA? Okay.
accepted,
Okay.
Kanto.
Do OVAs count or no? By the way,
OVAs?
OVAs.
OVAs?
They're one shots basically.
I don't say they count.
And movies?
I say the movies count. I say a movie counts.
How about half?
Movie count.
Movie can be half
Yeah, movie can be half.
because
That's
it's
fair.
still pretty short.
Yeah, because I can dish
Yeah.
out some movies.
Okay.
That's my whole culture. Like, I live at the movie theaters, except right now because they're freaking closed.
The dollar ones aren't.
So we don't care about our employees. Come get our stale popcorn.
Right?
Yeah. No, there's what was it? The one that was talking about Buddha and Jesus. It's basically just Buddha and Jesus living in normal times, but they're like college students, kind of like.
Oh,
Okay.
It's funny.
Kanto, I need you to
It's
send me
really
this.
funny.
I'm gonna Google it.
I don't think it's like they're actually college students, but like that's the kind of like their age and like the way they're acting and stuff. Kind of, it's like a slice of life, but like Buddha and Jesus are best friends, kind of thing. So
Saint Young Man, also known as Hepburn Sainto Onisan.
bless you.
That's what I say to you 90% of the time.
That's how I'm gonna be speaking by the end of the year.
Jesus.
I fear for this podcast.
Oh, look at this. When I look up Jesus and start saying Buddha, it says the first thing that pops up is Jesus and Buddha anime.
Yeah.
It is Saint Onisan. What's the actual name of it though? Hepburn Santo Oni. Okay, so it's okay.
That's what I just.
And
tried to pronounce, so
it's
thank
Saint.
you for
It's literally just
being
the Romanji pronunciation of Saint Onisan. But yeah. So it's basically just it's just a slice of life about them living as roommates.
I'm gonna add that to my watch list. That looks stupid enough to watch.
Yeah, it's funny. It's really funny. I highly recommend it. I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen like little clips and stuff, and yes, it's good.
You mentioned earlier Valhalla. That kind of like put me in the mind of Vinland Saga because it sticks to a lot of the Nordic traits and everything. It doesn't have a lot of the mythology per se shown, but it does still stick to the beliefs. It has like some visual representations of Valhalla, the crows being Odin kind of stuff. That's a really good one to watch.
Ravens.
Did I say crows?
Yeah, you said crows.
Oops. Ravens or Corvins, take your pick.
Potato, potato. Huh.
There's also, of course, the Fate series, like I said. Now, they use a lot of mythology.
A lot of different ones too.
Yes, like the first Berserker I seen in Fate Stay was Hercules.
Mhm.
But he was just literally berserk. It's like he had no control over himself. It's just hulking destruction. Pretty impossible to beat. Saber had a good fight with him. But let's see, they also had Sagittarius from the constellations. They also had Apollo, that kind of stuff. They dipped into every type of mythology, but also folklore stuff. Like Vlad the Impaler was a lancer and he was a vampire. And it was like stuff like that was pretty amazing.
Do you remember who it was like the Reaper, the Scythe, something like that? Dude, like masochistically killed people.
Masochistically?
Let's see. I'm gonna look it up.
Like, was he
Oh,
killing
yeah.
people that he loved? Or he's like, I'm so sorry, I love you.
No,
but-"
I'm not masochistically. Like, I don't remember the dude.
Jack the Ripper?
Jack the Ripper was assassin, which I really loved the story with that. That it was just the accumulation of the children that were abandoned and raped and murdered and all that throughout the industrial era. So instead of it being like some creepy guy that just cutted up prostitutes, it was actual children taking on revenge.
Oh. That's
Might have
interesting.
been who I don't know.
I'm not seeing a scythe user.
I don't think he was actually a scythe user. I don't know what series he was actually part of either, so that's the thing.
Now, another mythological creature, so to speak, is chimeras. And of course, chimeras is stuff like whenever you
like from
combined different species. Yeah, like Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, that's what I was
It was
thinking.
the caster from I don't know which one.
The caster.
Yes, I can't screen share because
That's fine. I can just Google it.
he's got 2 weird eyes.
I assume it's Betelgeuse or however his name is.
He's in purple. That's all I can tell you.
His eyes are going in opposite directions.
Yes.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I just don't know his name offhand.
I don't remember it being him. It's been a long time since I watched any of the Fate stuff.
Yeah, it's been a while for me too, and I kind of avoid the filler ones.
But I thought this dude was like in a massive amount of robes.
I think it's the same
Was
guy
he
I'm
a
talking-
centaur? Oh, you
The
said
centaur was
robes,
a
not ropes.
Sagittarius.
I
I think it was,
I was making a
it might
joke
have been
there.
the assassin. I don't know. I don't remember at all.
I think one cool one out of there. It's not mythological, but William Shakespeare was a caster. I thought that was funny. Yeah, it's technically taking people out of history or the future or present or something and putting them into a category of fighting style, essentially. And they're fighting for, I think it was a Holy Grail. I think it granted them a wish. One of those situations. And so these magical humans from like magic families have like these artifacts of the people. Like for Saber, the son of King Arthur, they had like the scabbard of Excalibur kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that's how they used a ritual to summon their fighters. And they all go into this battle kind of thing. That's what Fate's about.
I gotcha.
Yeah, if you didn't know, or viewers.
I think that might be what I watch over the next 24-hour shift is the entire
Fate series.
But hands down, my favorite one is the writer, Alexander the Great.
I gotcha.
Isn't he the one that was like? Never mind.
But other than that, the coolest one I think, which also goes back into the first topic of like overpowered or concepts of sword or magic users, is Gilgamesh.
Is that
Gilgamesh?
from Seven Deadly Sins?
No.
Oh, is that still Fate?
This is still Fate.
Okay.
Gilgamesh, I really liked his concept. He uses the gates of Babylon, is what he calls it, and they're portals that summons his
Swords.
treasures. Do what?
Nope. Never mind. I was thinking swords for some weird reason.
It summons his treasures, which are weapons. So it's like a varieties of weapons, and so he summons them from these portals to like cast a volley of weapons attacking his enemies. It's very cool.
Interesting. I gotcha.
How's time, Kanto?
We are actually sitting right on the precipice.
Are we?
Yes, it's about an hour and 52 minutes.
We did well today.
We did very well today.
Yes, we did.
Megami is happy behind you.
Yeah, I know, right? She does. She looks very happy right now. All right.
Another in the mythologies, since we have a little time, is they're wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon, because it's like all the yeah, see, I forgot a lot of it. I've only seen the first season, and it was a while back.
Yeah.
But like Hestia and Apollo and all them are in there, and they're all like essentially guild leaders, and that's a unique concept as well. So it's like pick the god you worship kind of thing and work for them.
I gotcha. Huh. Actually, no, I do remember that part. Because I started that anime, but I never finished it. I don't know.
Well, that's all I have on those topics.
Well, good job on hosting it today, Data.
I didn't think I'd make it this far. I didn't think I'd make it past the first intro.
I'm proud of you.
If you made it this far, I've never hosted a podcast.
Yes. All right. You want to go ahead and play us out?
Let's see if I can butcher that. Right. So I believe we're done for the day. That's going to conclude. Again, on Data, we had Kento and Havoc. And I don't know what to say from here. You can finish it.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Leave topics that y'all want to hear about in the description below.
Your opinions on topics as well that we talked about this week. If you guys want to see Havoc stripper pole, just keep on putting the demands out there. And if you have any questions for us, we're more than happy to answer anything on the podcast. Oh, almost anything. I would almost answer. Almost. No, I'm taking this all back. Never mind. Ignore that part. But
great outro.
I know, right? Well, thank you everybody so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. This was the Anime Arc Podcast, and I will see you all next time. Can you stop dying? I'm doing an outro. Bye, guys.
Peace.